guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you guys this huge BH Cosmetics haul that I did for you guys. There's a lot of stuff in here. I've been on a no buy for a while now, so I figured I should buy some stuff now. I did another video yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. It was like I did a Mary Kay one for you guys. I also did the Juvia's Place one, so I figured why not do this one. Also, I've purchased some BH Cosmetics stuff before, a while back when they weren't that great. Sorry guys. We gotta be honest with you guys, and BH Cosmetics before wasn't that great. I mean, they weren't bad, they just weren't amazing. And right now they have amped up their stuff. I don't know, they made their stuff way better now, and they're really, really good, and that's why I wanted to purchase some stuff from them. Especially like the Carli Babel palette. I saw that came out and I was just like, I really, really wanted it. Also the Shaaanxo, I think her name is. I don't know. They're fellow YouTubers. They collabed with BH Cosmetics and they made some really gorgeous palettes that hopefully I can show you guys today. And yeah, I did, when I went on their webpage, honestly, I just went like to just be nosy and look at the webpage. But then it turns out they were having a huge sale. It was like 70 to 80% off. And it was like amazing. Like they had so many stuff on sale. I'm just gonna take all this crap out so we can get to the good stuff. So a lot of the stuff that I bought were like palettes, and then they came with brush sets, which I thought were amazing. I mean, you guys know I'm obsessed with brushes, with makeup brushes, and a lot of the sets that I bought actually came with brushes, so that was like 2-for-1 deal right there. And they were super, super cheap. I have the order right here of what I purchased. I wish you would tell me how much they're really worth, so I can tell you guys, like, this is what I would have paid, but I ended up paying for that amount. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking now and just show you guys what's in the box, because we're never gonna finish if I don't do this today. Anyways, the first thing I purchased was this. It's called the HD Brow Pencil. This is a BH Studio Pro. I did get mine in, what color did I get mine in? Hopefully it says in Ebony. It looks like this. It's kind of like your regular pencils that I feel like everybody has now. Like the Anastasia Brow Wiz, the NYX HD Brow Pencil. I feel like every single company has, even Wet n Wild has, and I own them, and they're actually really good. So everybody's coming out with some. I figured why not, I would try this one out. Like I said, I got it in Ebony. It's a pretty thin pencil. It's lightweight, so it kind of feels like an actual pencil that you're holding in your hand, so that's not bad. And the shade, oh, it's not bad either. I will say one thing. Get it there. I will say one thing, they don't feel as creamy as the NYX or the Anastasia one, obviously. It does feel a little more rough in the sense that I do have to like press down more on it to give me more color. I obviously have to use it on my actual eyebrows to let you guys know how I actually feel about it, how it actually works on my eyebrows, and I'll let you guys know. It does also have a spoolie on this end and the color on this end, you know, like the regular brow pencils that everybody has. So yeah, I got that. I did get it on sale actually. So this brow pencil is actually worth $8, and I got it for $3.80. Ooh, this is heavy. I got this. I saw this is their 28 color eyeshadow palette in the foil eyes. I've heard that these are actually dupes for the Makeup Geek's foil shadows, and I've seen a lot of videos online where they're actually showing you like side by side, like the Makeup Geek here and these on this side, and they're actually pretty damn close. And this actually cost me, this came like this, a pack of brushes, which is actually, I'll tell you what it was called. It was called the Trendsetter, and you got the palette here, and then you got the metallic 14-piece brush set, and all of that usually retails for $48, and I actually got it for 18 bucks. Yeah, these two things for 18 bucks. And it brings brushes, like, come on now, who wouldn't want that? Alright, so we're just gonna open these guys up. I've never opened these. Like I said, I just got home and like opened the box just to make sure everything was in there, and I haven't like played with these at all. So first things first, we have the palette here. What the fuck? Okay. Well, that sucked. You guys saw that. 2 of my shadows just fell out of here, which, like I said, sucks. But whatever. Moving on. So now I don't want to lift it anymore because I feel like they're all going to pop out. So you get all these shadows. They're 28 shadows and you're getting it for such a cheap price. Like, that's amazing. And they're actually really pigmented. Like, from what I'm seeing here. Like, look at that. Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah. Look at that. That's amazing. I'm going to try this, like, peacock blue. I don't know what it's called. Like, look at that. That is super pigmented. That is insane. I'm going to try the purple because you guys know I love purple. Like, look how crazy pigmented these are. And they don't have names on them or anything like that. So that kind of sucks, but honestly, does it really? I can just tell you I'm using this one. And you're getting a whole bunch of shades in here. I'm going to open it up. I feel like they're all going to fall out now. Now my hands do. They're super creamy and they're super pigmented, clearly. They feel really nice and blendable. They're all, when I was looking at them online, even though it's called foil eyes, like, I don't know how foiled you might consider them, but they are pretty shimmery. I kind of want to bring you guys up close to it, but I'm afraid they're going to fall. I don't think they're meant to do that. I think that was just my palette that did that, hopefully. I'll figure out how to put it back in. Well, I put it back in. I'll just figure out how to like, glue it back on. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see those. Sorry guys, my camera died and I had to put it to charge, and it gave me some time actually to catch up with the last seconds of the game of the Heat versus the Raptors, and the Heat lost, so I don't want to talk about it. It's nice. You have your black actual palette, and then it does have a cover that it snaps into place. And then you close it, you open it. It's clear, which I like, and it's not that what do you call this? It's not clear. It's I don't know how you call this. But anyways, it's clear enough for you to see what palette you're grabbing. However, it's not clear enough for you to dirty it with makeup or like leave fingerprints everywhere, which I really dislike that about a lot of palettes that have like that clear front casing, or like the MAC palettes that you have that you open up, that they get really gunky and you have like all the fingerprints and stuff. I don't like that. Other than that, I'm pretty, I'm loving this palette. It's like these pearlized shades. Like these foil shadows are amazing. And like you get 28 shadows in this huge ass palette. Oh, yeah, it cost me $18 and then you have all this. And I mean, Makeup Geek shadows are like, what, $6 a pop, and it's one thing. Here, I paid $18, you get 28 shades, and you get all these brushes, which are amazing. And like I said, the quality of the shadows are really good. They're very pigmented. They feel very buttery. They don't feel chalky at all. And I guess we can bring in one of these brushes that come in the set and actually like play with one of these shadows. I'll do this one here. You guys can see that. And we can apply this to my hand. See how that works out. I wouldn't use a fluffy brush to apply the shadows. Like this one I'm just grabbing because it was the first one I saw opened. But I'll show you guys there. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's from the brow pencil. Ignore that one. Is it me or is my hair getting like fluffier by the second? What is going on? Anyways, so yeah, like they're very pigmented, very, even though like when you do dip your brow into one of them, you do get a lot of like flyaways. I don't know if you guys can see that. There are quite some flyaways on there. I don't know if you guys can see how like it went everywhere a little bit. Other than that, they're pretty good. They're not chalky at all, and they seem like they can blend very well, which I really like that. Anyways, they feel very buttery, creamy, blendable, and like I said, they're dupes for the Makeup Geek foil shadows, so why would you not get this? And I don't usually buy palettes like this because first of all, they're foil shadows, so there's shimmer galore in here. And then you have all these like very like bright shadows, which you guys know I don't really use. But like springtime, almost summertime in Canada, non-existent. Anyways, but yeah, there's almost summertime, so I will want to play a lot more with colors. They come in this little cute little bag. They're like this. They're in here. I just took them out and put them in front of me in the desk. so I don't have to like be pulling them out and struggling with it. But yeah, it comes in this little case. It has this little flap so you can keep them nice and protected, and they lock, they lock into place. It has like little buttons here that they just lock automatically. And then you get these 14 brushes. And they're nice and fun and gorgeous because there's like black handle, and then you have this pink going on up here, which is pretty cute. So they're not numbered or anything, which that kind of sucks. But I mean, who cares? It's $18, like really, come on now. And their brushes have gotten a lot better, like a lot better. Oh, this is the only thing. Do you guys see this? I just like took it out and it has those two frickin' flyaways. Like, are you kidding me? You had one job. This right here, I love. It's so pretty. And then you have that, again, that changing colors up here. You have like hot pink, and then it turns into black. And they're very, very, like, they feel so soft. Super soft. Obviously, this is synthetic hair. They're not real hair brushes. But, I mean, I use most of my brushes, well, except for the Bobbi Brown brushes. But most of the ones that I have are synthetic hairs. And I love it. I mean, I take care of them a lot, so. They smell really nice. I imagine this is just a regular powder brush. Again, they don't have names on them, but you can pretty much use it for whatever you want to use it for. You don't have to like worry about that. Next, we have your regular angled brush. You can use this for contouring. I don't really use these kinds of brushes for contouring. I use it more for applying highlight or sometimes bronzer. I know it's kind of weird, but that's what I just feel like when you go like this, it's just like the perfect, or like you go like that. It's just a perfect shade right there. And again, they're very soft. I don't, like, they're not shedding on me. For some reason, I feel like when I say shedding, it sounds like they're shedding, like taking a shit. And they're definitely not doing that. It brings your regular generic foundation brush. Honestly, I have like 50, like, kinds of these brushes, different sizes, but they're pretty much the same shit. And I don't really like to use these brushes. I used to use them before, but I mean, I found different brushes that apply foundation way better than this brush. I have like the flat top kabukis, or the dual fiber ones, or my beauty blender, or my Real Technique sponge. Like, there's so many different things that can apply your foundation way better and more flawless, and you don't get like the streaks of the brush like applying this. So I feel like this is not the best, like, it's not the best option for you to apply your foundation. Honestly, like, sometimes when I'm bored or I don't want to use my, I don't want to use my beauty blender, like, I could even apply my concealer with this, because I do have quite a lot of space there. Or, I don't know, if you want to, like, contour the sides of your nose, you can do it with this too, or even just contour. Because honestly, I don't know about you guys, but I don't recommend using this for, even though like that's the name, it's a foundation brush. It's recommended for that, but I personally don't like to use it for that. I feel like when you use these types of brushes, not the BH Cosmetics, like this brush in particular, just brushes like this, like this, a foundation brush like that. I just don't like how it looks. Honestly, you could use any other type of brush, and I guarantee it's gonna be better than an actual foundation brush. I'm not gonna go through all the brushes because we're gonna be here all day, well, all night, and I have to work tomorrow very early in the morning. But yeah, we have these eyeshadow brushes. This is pretty much like a very large shadow brush. I would use this if I were to apply like color all over my lid. I want you guys to see like the size of this thing. It's pretty big, so I would probably use this to apply color all over my lid. Like if I want to go from lid to brow, I would definitely use this. We have another, it's like an angled shadow brush. It's a large brush. It's the one I was using to apply the color right here. Anyways, it's pretty large. I don't know if you guys can see that. It will pick up a lot of shadow. I do sometimes like to use these. I have one like this from MAC. I don't know the name. I don't remember. Whatever. But yeah, I have one, and I like to apply like shadows all over my lid with it too. So again, you could use this one or you could use this one. They're pretty much going to be for the same thing. Then you have like a regular shadow brush. It's not like those compacted ones that you would like to use for like a cream color. This is pretty much just a regular powder shadow. You'd probably use these brushes. And you do get two, I don't know if it's like identical or what, but I did get two of these, and they're kind of like I'm gonna go with blending brushes, but they're more like for your crease. If you want to get like a more precise application of that color, you would probably use these, or just to blend out, or even like to go under your lower lash line. If you want to smoke that out, you can definitely use these brushes for that. Or and then like the one I was telling you about would be this one. This is what you would want to use to apply some sort of cream color on your lid. Like if you want to apply a very shimmery, like those Maybelline color tattoos, you would use a brush like this that is very like packed together, and this is not going to eat up your product as much as something like this would. So this will like go on the brush, and then it would go on you or your lid or wherever it is that you're applying it, and it's not going to eat up your color that much. So you definitely want to use a brush like that for this. Then I got this brush as well. I really like this one. I would probably use this to like apply color on my lower lash line, or even to like smoke it out a little bit. I would definitely use something like this. And then you have some like brushes that you could do your liner with, or brows. Look at those. One's bigger than the other. And then we have here just like little tiny brushes. I would use this to apply color in my lower lash line as well. And then you have your regular lip liner brush. The next palette I got is this one right here. It's the Essential Eyes 28 color eyeshadow palette. It comes in this box. It looks just like the foil shadow in the sense that you have your black background here. And then you have this clear, not so clear case in the front. Ugh, there's a color everywhere. I don't like that. But again, this is, like I said, this is very useful because it's clear enough for you to see what palette you're reaching for, but it's not clear enough where you can see like gunk everywhere. So that's nice. And then in the back it just says the ultimate must-have palette for every eye makeup enthusiast. This palette features 28 coordinating satin, matte, and shimmery eyeshadows, shades from soft nude to deep black and sparkling champagne to shimmering charcoal. Create the perfect look with this essential palette. The possibilities are endless. And then it just says how much each of them bring, the ingredients and stuff. So it's definitely good to have if you're a makeup artist and you're on the go, and then your client is allergic to something, or they want to know what's in your shadows. That's definitely good because you can have that here. And then again, it works the same way as the other one. You have all the 28 shades, and like they range from really light to really dark. It does say that some of these are matte. However, I don't see any matte shadows in here. I mean, I guess this one, and again, it's very satiny. There's no, that's not matte at all. At least I don't think it's matte. I'll show you guys swatches of some of these, and again, they feel like the same thing. They feel very creamy, very buttery. Like you could definitely mix these easily, so that's good. Some are darker than others, so you could definitely work with these. I'll show you guys these right here. Hopefully the light again is giving it justice, because these colors are so bomb. Like they're very pigmented, so that's nice. You get a lot of color payoff in them, and they're not chalky. You're getting so much product for such little price, and you're also getting brushes, because this came with this brush set too. So you're getting so much for such a little price, and they're actually good quality, because like I said, BH Cosmetics has definitely changed their, I don't know if it's like their products, their formulas, what they're using, but their stuff is really good right now, and so far so good. Like I've loved every single one of these. Like the foil shadows, this one, they're amazing. I've seen lots of reviews online on these palettes, and they're really good. So that's why I decided to go ahead and get them. Again, I don't see any mattes. Even on the website, like the picture actually showed, I don't know, the picture they took, it kind of looked like some of these were actual mattes, especially like in this area here. But I'll bring you guys up close and personal so you can see them. They're shimmery. There's no mattes in here at all. But it's a really nice palette to have. You have very like color diversity in here, so you have there's enough for everyone. So like, it's definitely something I would love to play with. There's lots of shimmers, but I have matte shades. Like I love matte shadows, and I have like a billion of them. So I'm pretty sure I can pop up a look with just anything in this palette, just using this one palette, or just mixing and matching with any other matte shadow. So that'd be fine. There's no problem with that. The case in here, it's not like magnetic or anything. This is actually like plastic, the little black thing you see around the shadows as plastic, and like the other shadow fell out of the other palette. Pretty sure they're just glued on. It's not magnetic or anything, so that kind of sucks. But I mean, again, I didn't pay $18 for this one. This one was cheaper actually. I paid $16 for this, and it came with this, and it came with this lovely beauty. I'll tell you the exact name for these. So this is actually cost $46 if you put this together with these brushes. It's a 9-piece brush set, which is the dual fiber 9-piece set, and it came together and it cost me $16. Anyway, so the brushes come in this little pack. You flip it. Well, it has us to take care of them so they don't get messed up. And then it comes like that, and you wrap it. The brush set, it is 9 brushes. It's the dual fiber brushes. They're here. I took them out of the case so I can show you guys. These are actually numbered. They don't have names. They just have numbers. I'm going to start with number 9 because it's the biggest one. It's just pretty much your regular dual fiber brush. You could probably apply foundation with this. I would probably just use this more of like a powder. I love dual fiber brushes. I buy a lot of my brushes, especially when they're dual fiber. They actually smell very nice. Again, they're very soft. Their bristles are very tightly compacted down here, and then they're pretty loose up here. And it feels really soft, and there's no movement between the barrel and the actual handle. So that's good. They feel pretty sturdy, and like I've told you guys before, BH Cosmetics has definitely stepped up their game because these products are amazing. Like their palettes, their brushes, they're so good. And by the way, I'm not getting paid for this. BH Cosmetics has no freaking clue who I am. So don't even think that I purchased this myself. All of it myself. Anyways, so we're going to move on to brush number 8. I feel like this is more like your regular, this one's number 6. No, what? Yeah, this is number 6. This is more like your regular dual fiber brush. It's just a little thinner than your regular one. And this one reminds me of the Real Techniques ones that I have. Again, you have your dual fibers. This is number 6. There's no names on them, so you don't know like exactly what they're for. But you can use brushes for whatever you want. You guys know that I do not use brushes for their intended purpose. I use for whatever I feel that day. Like again, you have your black handle, and it says BH Cosmetics. It says the number, which is 8. And then you have your barrel here, which is silver. That's always nice. It's just your classic brush look. And then you have your dual fiber. Then you have these smaller dual fiber brushes. I'm gonna just show you guys these. They're different shapes, and then it goes to smaller. The Real Technique ones that I have that are dual fiber, I feel like I have a brush like this, and I do sometimes use it for actually blending my eye makeup when I don't want it to be so harsh, or I actually use it to blend out my nose contour. So it works for both ways. And then, I just dropped them. Yay, good job, Natalie. A for effort. Anyways, moving on, we have this one. It's just a regular flat shader brush. Not a shader brush, what did I call it that? Anyways, you would just use this brush, especially if you want to add color down here to the under your lash line, or you can even actually use this for, I probably wouldn't, but I mean you could if you felt like it. For a liner brush, I do whatever toots your horn, right? And then this last brush is, well, it's actually number 1 in the palette, and it's so weird. It's like a baby fan brush. Like, can you guys see that? It's like just your baby fan brush. I don't see why you would use this for, because I mean, if you wanted to apply your highlight with this, you're gonna take some time, like being there, like you're gonna take a while for that. But maybe if you want to like highlight your nose or your cupid's bow, that'd be perfect. This is the perfect size. So you just go like this, and you go like this, and it'd be perfect. And this is really cute. Or you can even highlight your brow bone with this. I would totally use it for that, for sure. Next thing I picked up was the Studio Pro Contour Palette from BH Cosmetics. I currently own a contour palette from them, which is probably why, like, ridiculous why I purchased another one. But that one is like the blush, highlight, and contouring. This is just, I don't know, there doesn't bring any blushes. And it's a little different, and this one also came with a brush set, so obviously, like, that was just the natural thing to do. Again, it's the same like the other palettes you have. It's the black part, it tells you what they are, it shows you how much there is, and it tells you the ingredients. And then you have the front, which again, it's not clear. It's, I don't know what you call that. I've given up on the name. But you have your palette, again, it's here. In the picture, they looked like less warm toned. I don't know. They looked, I don't know. They looked different. The color payoff, again, it's pretty good. They do feel creamy for sure. I feel like this palette would be better suited for someone that's less pale than me. Because I probably would not, like I would use for sure this shade and this shade. These other shades are too orangey. Like they're not orange, they're super brown. And but they're not brown. It's like, I don't, they have like an orange undertone, and when you're contouring, you want to make shadows in your face, and shadows are not orange. They're like gray, they're brownish, stuff like that. And I probably would not, like I would use these shades. These obviously for my under eye or like highlighting. I wouldn't use this for highlighting, but maybe under my eyes, that would be your highlight shade right there. I would not use these two, like, well, I wouldn't use this one for sure unless I wanted to use it like more as a blush, because it is more like orangey peach tone. I could use it for that if I wanted to, but again, I'm probably going to end up using these for contouring. Maybe this one too, because it's like the deepest one, but it's, even though it's the darkest one from the palette, it's the like the least orange one from there. So I'd probably end up using these two and then this one. These two here I would not use, or maybe I'll just pass the whole palette down to my sister because she's a little darker than I am. Well, one of them, because the other one's like really white just like me. But the adopted one, I'm kidding, she's not adopted. But anyways, she's a little darker than me, so she could probably make good use of this. Again, I will be using it, and I could use it in videos for you guys so you guys can see it, but it is just a little too dark for me. This one came with this palette, this brush set. It's the 5-piece essential brush set. You have your powder brush, dual fiber brush, contour brush, foundation brush, and concealer brush. These are different in the sense that they are black with a gold handle instead of a silver handle. Again, you have BH Cosmetics. It says the name. You have your barrel, and then this is just your angled contour brush. You could definitely use it for that. Then you just have a flat concealer brush that you could use. Your regular dual fiber. Ooh, this is really soft and nice. I like this one. You have your regular powder brush. Ooh, this one's really soft for sure. And then your foundation brush, which nobody cares. So again, so we have these brushes. There are 5 of them. They came with that. They smell so good and they're so soft. The next thing I got, we're almost done, I promise, is the Carli Babel palette. I've been wanting this guy since it first came out. This one is, it does come to a magnetic close. You have your shadows there, and then you have your highlights down here. This palette is amazing, and you do have your mirror here, so that's good. And it comes with this clear thing that it's hanging there, where you can like put it there. What am I saying? I have no clue. Anyway, so it is magnetic close. This Carli Babel palette. You guys have seen it, I'm pretty sure, everywhere. You have your shadows here, and then you have your highlights up here. I probably would not use this one for a highlight because it's too dark for me. But, oh, do you guys see these colors? Like, they're insane. But yeah, I wouldn't use the darker ones for highlight because I'm too pale for that. But I will definitely use these 3 here. I'll just use this one like a shadow or something. And these colors are so pretty. Like these mauve ones here are just gorgeous. Like I would totally use these. I was so excited to get this palette because she did put out mattes, the little satins, and then there's your regular, like, not foiled shadows, but I'm gonna go with like shimmeries, which are here. There are some couple different ones. A lot of them do resemble themselves, but it's fine. I mean, it's another gorgeous palette. The last thing I got, finally coming to the end of this, is the Shaaanxo palette. It's an 18 eyeshadow and lipstick palette. It is double-sided. You do get a mirror on each side, and one side is shadows. Again, she did put in some mattes and some shadows, and not shadows, pieces, other things that I got, and hopefully you guys like them. If you guys want to see more in-depth info or videos, I can definitely make those for you, and reviewing the whole palette or each palette or brush kit or whatever it is that I got that you guys would like to see. Feel free to leave me any messages down in the comment area, or you can always follow me on social media and send your messages through there.